Hello YouTube, this is Kat and I'm going to do a brief tour of my dining room really quickly while my kids are outside. Alright, so this is my dining room and this is the front door when you first come in. And right here we have these drop cloths that I'm using as drapes that kind of frame out my dining room. We got these painter drop cloths from Big Lots, they're $15.99, and we just cut them in half. They're hemmed on all four sides and even up the middle, so we just cut it in half. But on the other half, over here, I actually just put a little hemming tape on it and with the iron and did that, and it's very simple. And for $15, you have a very dramatic look. I love it because it breaks it up from when you first come in. And it just looks very dramatic. Now, we got these tassels from Big Lots that we add just to hold it back, the tie backs, just to hold it back. And I think they were like $5.99 or something like that at Big Lots each. Okay? So that's my living room. And we're thinking about putting a rod up there, but I'm probably going to, and another set of drapes. I'm probably going to wait till after Christmas because that's where my tree typically goes. Alright, so we're moving into the actual dining room area. And I have two windows that let in a good amount of light. And this dining room set, the hutch and the table, was actually gifted to us from a friend of my mother-in-law. She was moving and she was going to throw it away. And we were just building a home, so we didn't have anything. And I'm like, I'll take it. So we had it for years and we really loved it. It's a good sturdy piece. But over the years, it had taken a beating from her family and then our family. So we decided last week to go ahead and paint it. And I think it turned out really well. I painted a nice sleek black, a high gloss black, and it was a brown before, and then we have a side buffet here. It was another shade of brown, and I used to have a different side table. It was a different shade of brown, so it was just didn't all look cohesive. So I decided to paint it all black to make it all look very adhesive, and I didn't have to go out and buy a whole new set. I mean, the set works fine. I could never bring myself to spend the money when this set works just fine, and all we needed to do was do a little updating to it. So this nice dining set was free, and then my husband brought me these 4 dining room chairs last year from a thrift store here in town. I've been wanting new dining room chairs for a long time. The chairs that came with this have had it for years of service. And I was able to get these. You know, chairs like these can be very expensive, you know, anywhere from $69 at Walmart per chair on up to $100 or more per chair. But I was able to get all 4 of these for $40, and I want to say it was 50% off at my thrift store as well. So that was a really good buy. I called my husband, he came and picked them up, and that was a really good score. And then I got these from Big Lots last year when they were having their fall clearance, and I got both of those for $5 each. And then I just got these new leaves this year, and those are just some Walmart candles. And all the flowers you see in this flower vase were from the Dollar Tree. I changed out my other flowers I typically have are more like a light cream and maybe even some yellows in the springtime and summer. And I changed it to more of a brown, dark tan, darker linen colors for the fall. And I really like the way they turned out. So maybe I spent about $6 on that, all the arrangements in there. And then on to my actual hutch, I'll show you. I was considering painting the inside white, and I ran it past my husband, and he was kind of like, I think you should leave it black. So I painted the inside black, and I love the way the dishes and all pop off of the black. I even sprayed the metal here on the cage, this metal part. I sprayed it lighter gold so that it would stand out more. Over the years, the gold had begun to fade, and I wanted it to stand out a little more. And then on the inside here, because I did the black on the inside, all the dishes were able to pop off. I got this set of flowers, like a creamy fall flower from the Dollar Tree, and I may even leave it all year because it looks so good. And I just got 2 sets of flowers from the Dollar Tree, and then the moss that's inside of the vase came from the Dollar Tree. So that was like a $3 little set. And as you can see throughout my china hutch. I love to mix my metals. I love to mix silver and gold and black metal with glass. I think everything just works together so lovely. I inherited these dishes from my mother-in-law, and they're a nice white plate trimmed in silver and matched against the gold. I love it. And then it has a little bit of trim of gray flowers around it. It's really pretty. This glass pitcher I got from my mother and father, I love it. I think it's so classy. I love when guests come over and I just fill it up with ice water and lemons and set some glasses around. I think it's really classy when you're hosting a dinner party. So there's my china hutch. I love the way it turned out. I haven't put any knobs on it yet because I brought some gold knobs and I just thought they looked a little cheesy. So I may put black knobs or maybe even some crystal knobs. So to be continued on that. But I love how I just made it really simple and it's really pretty. Sometimes decorating china hutches can be intimidating, but it was very easy to do. I just filled it with things that I love. Now over here on this side table, this table used to be in our garage as a catch-all. But when we decided to paint the china hutch and table black, I decided to pull this out of my garage. It was already painted black. It's actually a round circle table, but the flaps on both sides flap down, as you can see here. And I brought it in, and I think it's the perfect spot to have a little bar cart situation going on, a little drink station. My husband and I do not drink. However, I love the look of it, and when I'm having a dinner party, I can just, pull this up and sit some ice and beverages there and make it very convenient for my guests. This nice lamp I inherited from my mother-in-law as well. I love the fact that it's glass and gold metal, and it also has 3 settings on it. So it can be a low light, a medium light, and a high light, and I really like that. I just put it on a silver tray here, these glasses. Just putting these glasses on a tray like this. These are Dollar Tree glasses that I got, and this is a mixer that I got from a thrift store, and it's gold with glass as well. It just makes it pop, and it looks very classy. It's amazing how things look so much classier on a nice silver tray. And then those are the flowers I got from the dollar store, and I love to keep my CD player there because that's where we play music and when we're hosting guests. So that's my little corner. I love it. I think it's so elegant. And right here is a flower that I got from my mother-in-law. And then here, I got this set of drapes of 2 for $12.99 from Ross. It's a very soft, sheeny cream color, linen color. I just wanted everything to be very nice and light. Okay? So then when you look on this wall, you'll see my buffet over there. Okay, see, so I painted that as well. It was a different color. But before I go over there, I'm going to show you my chandelier that we got a couple years ago from a thrift store for $10. It didn't come like this. I added all of those crystals. I went to Hobby Lobby and I got the strings that come in a wedding department, and I just cut them off and added one by one. And then I had an old necklace that broke, and that's when I added the string parts there from the old necklace that broke. And then I got those shades from a store called the Christmas Tree Store here in town, and they were $1.99 each, which is pretty good considering like Home Depot and other places charge $5.99 and up, and I needed 10 of them. So that was a good deal to find that for $1.99. So that is my dining room, and those 2 pictures on either side I got from Ross years ago when we first built this home. But they really don't match anymore. I just haven't got around to moving them. Last year my husband and I decided to remodel our home. We went from very dark and brown colors and burgundies to the lighter creams and whites and really light gray colors. So those pictures are on their way out. But for right now, they're there and they work, and I haven't found anything else to replace them. So for right now, that works. So I hope I'm not making anyone dizzy. That's my front door little entrance area. It needs some work, but we'll work on it. And then right here is my little side buffet. This might be one of my favorite areas in my house. is my little side buffet area. And I'm sorry to cut that lamp on. I got these lamps here from Ross, and they were $25. It came with the shade. I just set them up on 2 books to give it a little height, because as you can see, this wall is kind of high. So I needed the height to go up. These beautiful candelabras, and I just added these little crystals here and here on them, just to give them a little more sheen and to bring in the candles. I got that mirror from Family Dollar for $25, and I have another candelabra there, again with the added crystal. I found these flowers at a thrift store when we first moved in this house, and I think they were like $5 for both. So that was a really good find. I have some nice gold frames. I added these little pumpkins for the fall. I got them from the Dollar Tree. A nice piece of extra crystal that I got from my mother-in-law. A thrift store mirror, I just leaned it against the wall. And a nice little vase. Those are those tiki wood candles that I love. They smell so good. It's my cologne. And then I got 2 of those. And to give it some height, I just put it on top of a candlestick. I literally just sit it there, and it works fine. I got this runner from Big Lots a couple years ago. This tray that this sits on comes from the Dollar Tree. And yeah, so this might be my favorite area of my home. I love this little collage fancy area. It's so pretty, just makes me happy. And so when I'm having dinner parties or whatnot, I could set up a buffet there if I had to. I could put a whole punch and drink station there if I needed to. I like to have it decorated for Christmas this year. I'm so excited to decorate it. I want to get a little village together. So I might come back and do a Christmas tour and show you things that we do for Christmas. But for now, this is my dining room. And thank you all so much for watching. I hope I've given you some ideas and challenge everyone to use what you have and just repurpose what you have and use your thrift stores and your Dollar Trees. So you all have a great day. Thank you so much for watching.